In the center of Iganga town is the meeting point on the old-fashioned construction commonly known as House of Arabs that belonged to legendary Muhamed Rashid. At the building, family members interact with the community on regular basis, and the communities have now fallen in love with the Arabic coffee brew. In the early 19th century, the East African coast and the extensive interactions with other regions and races in the world. It was during this period that the late Muhamed Rashid, an Arab of Oman origin, traveled to Uganda and settled in Iganga.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, my name is Ahmed Hamud Al-harthi, grandson of Muhamed Rashid. Our grandfather is the man who really came in Busoga here. I can't remember very well, but so many years ago, he came to Uganda here to seek business. In fact, what he was doing here, just going around looking for sort of businesses, pet businesses like buying produces and hides and skins. They started these small businesses here, and he grew up into this business here in Uganda, and he prospered, got married to our grandmother, who was Fatuma Mutesi from Bugweri. That was my grandmother. And as well, he had his family in Oman when he came here. Our old man came here with many things like religion, and he brought with him some articles, clothing, things like kanzu, these vikoi which our mothers and sisters put on, the sabairas, the ibras, bura. You call it bura, but it is from ibra, and sabaira is from samail, you see, and in fact, he was welcoming most of his fellow Omanis were coming from Oman, and this place here, this house as you see, was their headquarters. We used to gather here, our grandfathers, our uncles, and all visitors used to gather in this house. And from here, they spread, went to other small towns like Fukla, Bugiri, Kalio, and so on. In fact, we initiated a lot of things here, our grandfather, especially about religion. See, here in Busoga, he brought some mullahs from Zanzibar.
Locals say the presence of Arab trade has opened opportunities to indigenous Busoga communities.
I thank God for this opportunity. Actually, SAS areas, my name. SAS areas, my name. A boy in here, permanent residence. The Arabs, in particular the Omanis, and indeed Muhamed Rashid, the grandfather of my friends here, seated here. He was creative, productive, a wise man. First and foremost, he created friendship of intermarriage. He would have come with a wife from Oman, but he came alone, got married here, produced our brothers, the late Hilal and others, And also, he was somebody who actually created a gap for Islam to learn from his veranda here.
Igangala Imurani alambaire nampirikaawo ate wa Igangala Arajabu Haji yalambala na Kigaawo mzee yanzaala so ebiseera ebyeyira gano bageetanga maduuka nga dada wangu oyo wa Igangala alina mpirika mpigano bwe bateesanga bali kwenda kutuuma maduuka gano liina kugaga liina baatyamanga abataka bakuba nti amaduuka gano tutole mu liina lya wa Igangala tugale Iganga abataka abaali ebiseera ebyo bayikirizaganya n'eriina eryo okulitoola mu wa Igangala batole mu Iganga eriina Iganga awo eritandiikira mu liina lya wa Igangala era nga abataka bamaze okutyama bayikirizaganya nti obukulu bw'eriina lya wa Igangala mwe tube tutole Iganga era olaba ffe guno guyinza okubeera nga nze ndi mugigi gwa kusatu mu kubeera mu maka gano ag'Abawarabu naye enkolagana ennungi gye babeera nayo ne bajjajjaffe ne bazeeyi baffe abatuzaala naffe yatusika okujja okutuleeta wano tubeereko wano nabo.
They left the infants here, the young men and the women here. They should improve on the relationship, keep that relationship tight so that it doesn't break. The relationship as before, during our grandfathers who were actually coming here, learning from Muhamed Rashid, learning from Hilal, because Hilal was a transporter. Very many young men here are transporter. The one we are talking to here, Haji Wagangala, is a transporter. That brother of mine is a transporter, son of Hilal, is a transporter. So we learned from my brother Hilal that business and other businesses.
The family of the late Muhamed Rashid has made tremendous contribution to humanity by constructing mosques, building schools, constructing boreholes, as well as supporting the needy. Family members said their grandfather and his parents played a big role in imparting values to community, and family members are now building blocks to their personal legacy and creating their own stories for purposes of generational continuity. Ahmed Hamud Saeed Al-Harthi says legacy is fundamental and advises that people should always have a sense of working to create legacy. He said that leaving a legacy is the engine that makes the world move in the positive direction as it contributes to future generations for better citizenry.
This, remember, through his activities, what we left here, whatsoever marks that left, that's his legacy, like the limbo, his house, and in fact he had more than 5 houses in Uganda, in Iganga here, and he built some houses in Amiwa, Bugiri, you know, he built so many buildings like this, you know, and the people he used to gather together here, bring people together here, you see, take coffee, and during Eid days, for example, in Eid days, he collects all his families from Kaliro, from Bugiri, from Fokla, from everywhere. We make the Eid here in this house, you see, and that's all I have to remember, in fact. Children, in fact, had big plans to continue building on what he did. But according to what had happened, we got scattered. some people left this country, went back to Oman, you see. And in Oman, the same thing, our grandfather owns properties there, which they, in fact, are working on as well. And this place, in fact, we still maintain it, see? And we still maintain the limbo and the boreholes that we are making until today. We are building masjids also. We have put one there. You can see the masjid just behind here. And in fact, his legacy still continues. We're still around here.
Yes.
There are people who are really friendly, very friendly to the family, who usually come to Oman and visit. See? And there are people who here we have as, you know, relation, but far away, they say, I want my daughter to come and work there. So we always welcome these people. We do help them. Yeah, they come there and, in fact, and also they send a lot of help here. But you know, as a Muslim, we don't want to tell you that I'm giving you and I'm giving you. But they do help people here. They send them clothes, they send them some little money, they are sick and so on. This is what, because their relatives are still here. Our relatives are still here. We have some relatives who are living.
On the issue of Uganda's relationship with Oman, the Omans living in Uganda commended Uganda's government for allowing the Oman ambassador to present his credentials to the president.